Greetings, my friends. I want to thank you all for subscribing. I want to thank all of my channel members for supporting me in this endeavor to save pop culture. And if you are not subscribed, please consider supporting this channel. We need you. Thank you. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth. And I'm here today with some shocking rumors from my Hollywood Spies, bolstered by admissions by none other than Brie Larson and Mark Ruffalo in the mainstream media that Disney is broke ass because they've gotten too woke ass, and now the bill is starting to come due. Holy crap on a crutch, folks. This is some good stuff, so be sure to watch this video to the end so you don't miss out on what my Hollywood Spies are laying down about Disney's financial flameout. It will bring a tear of joy to your eye. Disney's woes are many, but they all spring from two harsh facts of life. They got woke, now they're going broke, and hiring unqualified people because their hair is the right shade of purple and they have body piercings and tattoos that say down with the patriarchy. Now that's not a basis for employment, Disney. And now that the mouse is finally starting to see the downside of embracing extremist minority views and hiring unqualified people, it may be too late to change course and become a for-profit company again. The facts are startling, my friends. On a recent PDB podcast, they broke the facts down very nicely. Following the firing of Gina Carano, Disney fortunes took a drastic turn for the worse. They were at the height of their prosperity at that point, and then after Gina was gone and the freaks and weirdos became ascendant in the Magic Kingdom, the Walt Disney Company lost a shit ton of value. To quote from the podcast, which was excellent by the way, according to them, in the last 3 years, Disney has lost 41% of their company value. Can you believe it? Since firing Gina Carano, Disney has lost 41% of their company value. That is how I define a shit ton, folks. So why aren't shareholders up in arms? Why aren't there mobs of investors outside Cinderella's castle waving around financial statements like torches and pitchforks in a Frankenstein movie? Nelson Peltz is asking that question, my friends, and I have no good answer for you except to point out some of the many ways that Disney is failing. To wit, it appears that Disney's financial failings are now limiting their ability to make new movies.
Well, dude, that's what happens when you decide to stop being a for-profit company and you just release movies and shows based on how much LGBTQIA MOUSE agenda you can cram into children's programmings, movies, shows, theme parks, and who knows what else. The giddy road to ruin is paved with woke.
I agree with you entirely, Harvey Cthulhu. Folks, I have some new rumors to report from my Hollywood Spies about how much Disney's incompetence is killing their revenue. Apparently, scrapbooking isn't all that great an idea if you want to make a profit. But before I get into that, I have two mainstream media news items to share with you that bolster the rumors that Marvel is feeling the heat of fiery financial failure. The first comes out of the mouth of Mark Ruffalo, who played the Incredible Hulk back in the day when it was the MCU, not the MCU. In an article published in Variety titled, "Mark Ruffalo says Hulk movie is too expensive to make, suggests MCU had more mystique before streaming expansion. Will it be what it was? I don't know." They state, quote, "Mark Ruffalo is not sure the Marvel Cinematic Universe will ever be what it once was. Over the last year, the MCU has experienced box office flops like Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and The Marvels. The latter title became the lowest grossing Marvel film in history with just $84 million at the domestic box office and $206 million worldwide. The MCU has also maximized its output in recent years with an onslaught of Disney Plus television series. In 2022, for instance, there were 9 MCU shows and films released. Some fans believe the franchise has become exhausting. I think the expansion into streaming was really exciting, but the thing about Marvel movies is you had to wait 3 years and that created a mystique. Ruffalo said when asked by GQ magazine about Marvel's diminishing returns as of late. These corrections could be really positive things. Will it be what it was? I don't know. Ruffalo's future as Bruce Banner Hulk in the MCU remains unclear. Variety recently clarified that Ruffalo will not be reprising the role in the upcoming Marvel tentpole Captain America Brave New World, or whatever it's actually being called these days. It's had 50 million titles. After the actor misspoke at a recent Q&A. He told GQ that whatever his Marvel future ends up being, it probably won't include a standalone Hulk movie because it would be too expensive, unquote.
And yea, verily, there was much wailing and gnashing of teeth amongst broken-hearted fans who wanted to see yet more of thoughtful soy latte Hulk with glasses. Not psych.
Yeah, not all eyes will weep to hear no more Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. They've made the Hulk tame and lame these days, haven't they? But this next news item is particularly good news that will make people cheer, although I'm not sure if it's a symptom of Disney being broke-ass or just fed up with losing by casting losers like Brie Larson. Financial fatigue or all crapped out on Captain Marvel. Regardless, when it comes to sequels, whereas in the past Brie had been vocal about having her character Carol Danvers having more to say and character depths to explore, as People magazine put it, quote, "Will Brie Larson continue to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe moving forward? She isn't telling." When Extra asked Larson, 34, about any upcoming projects she has with Marvel at the 2024 SAG Awards on Saturday, she shook her head and replied, "I don't have anything to say about that." Larson has been quiet about her potential future with the comic book movie franchise since The Marvels, the sequel to her hit 2019 film Captain Marvel, released in November to comparatively low box office results for Marvel Studios. The movie made $47 million at the domestic box office over its opening weekend, which stood out as MCU's worst ever box office opening weekend per multiple reports, unquote. Well, my friends, regarding Brie Larson and what I'm about to reveal regarding Disney's costly incompetence, we now move on to a few new rumors from my Hollywood Spies. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to me by sources claiming knowledge of the situation, but since I cannot personally confirm what I've been told, I'm presenting this as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. So regarding Brie Larson, here's the latest from my Hollywood Spies, quote, "Is Brie the cheese out? We are looking into this, but it seems at this moment Disney has not renewed her contract, so hashtag Doomcock was right. Our sources were right, saying if Captain Marvel flopped, Brie was likely out the door," unquote. This snippet of rumor seems more plausible given Brie Larson's tight-lipped reaction to the question at the SAG Awards, and if so, good riddance to that millstone round the MCU's neck. The question is, can the MCU remain the MCU without Captain Marvel? After all, she put the "re" in Cree. We'll see how this plays out, but now, my friends, now we come to another reason why Disney is so strapped for cash. They're having to cut back on projects like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk movie. As Harvey always tells us,
the wages of woke is broke.
Yes, indeed, Harvey Cthulhu. And this is reflected in yet another shocking update from my Hollywood Spies about rumored skyrocketing budgets on fucked up productions, all of which could have been avoided if Disney had gotten rid of their woke agenda, stopped all the scrapbooking garbage, and hired actual experienced writers who know what the hell they're doing. Here's what I was told by my Hollywood Spies, quote, "We are working on getting more details on this, but I don't want to sit on this too long. I'm going to be sending you a lot of information very shortly. It will range between information that we feel is accurate to speculation that Disney is about to spend more money on reshooting movies than any time in history. To help you understand exactly what I'm talking about, I'm going to use Captain America 4 as an example. You will see this information again, but I want to make sure you understand the mindset behind these reports. Allegedly, Cap 4 was 100% done in the can and had a few test screenings. As we understand it, the budget was $200 to $215 million. Once the smoke clears and Disney is done, we may likely see a movie costing around $400 million, and this doesn't include any reshoots of the new material or advertising. Sources have suggested it could easily be $500 million plus at the end of the day, $450 million best case scenario. And trust me, this is just a single drop in the ocean, unquote. In addition to this, as I said in a previous video, it appears that reshoots are happening as we speak on the Disney Plus series Agatha, which is apparently as bad as most Disney Plus shows, and the rumor is they're doing the reshoots to add Deadpool to the ending, which would mean that Agatha is getting her pink slip Deadpool style. Yes, indeed. The wheels are coming off the woke wagon, my friends. But it's not only wokeness that's causing Disney's downfall, it's also sheer fucking incompetence. Will they ever learn? Or will activist investors like Nelson Peltz have to teach them? Stay tuned to this channel for further updates on these matters. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.